Hey, Gemini, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your January 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Gemini, something pretty incredible just happened. I was already recording your video and we were about 10 minutes in and the power went out. So this is take 2 of your reading, but it actually beautifully aligns with what we were talking about, which is your belief system. And you have the law of attraction followed by belief system. This is a powerful month for you. Now, January is going to set the entire tone of 2024. I will be putting out yearly readings for you as well in the following week, but this is a really big month. Now, when you have law of attraction and belief system, you're doing some major reprogramming, and the power went out as we were talking about the belief system. So some of you are going through a complete reset in a sense of old beliefs, because there has been an ending of some sort in your life, whether this is an ending that maybe was a little bit challenging for you. Okay, you've had to dig into your spiritual toolbox and find the strength, find the wisdom, the courage. A lot of you, this was to lead you back home to yourself. It really was. It could have been an emotional loss, the loss of a loved one, a relationship ending. This could be financial struggles, which could be a job ending or something of that nature. But in January, what you're doing is you are hammering the nails on the coffin, so to speak, and you're coming in from the cold after a time of a little bit of difficulty for you. So you have spiritual toolbox, and at the bottom of the deck, Gemini, you have heart's desire. And the thing about the power outage that just happened is we have a little bit of rain happening right now. It's not like there's thunder, there's lightning, there's actually 0 snow. And where I'm from, that's unheard of at this time. So it's not like there's a lot going on externally. So what's happening is this shift that's taking place is internal for you, big time, Gemini. At the bottom of the deck, you have heart's desire. This is what you are manifesting, maybe even subconsciously. Maybe you are aware of this, but it is at the bottom of the deck, which means it's something you may be bringing to life again. And that's what we see with the coffin and 5 of Pentacles, is you coming out of the cold. And this is about you manifesting new love. It could be more vitality, more passion in your health. This can be a career that is filled with excitement and adventure. I feel like you're definitely making more decisions from the heart, which is beautiful, because you being an air sign, Gemini, sometimes you can make a lot of your decisions rationally and logically. Not that you aren't using your beautiful, head to weigh in on some factors and some decisions this year, but I feel like you are opening yourself up, and there is this heart chakra opening within you that maybe you're unaware of, maybe you are aware of, but it's going to be a really beautiful thing here. Some of you may even be creating vision boards. Some of you may be creating intentions, or maybe you are setting goals. And there's something I learned and I want to share it with you. It is the stop, continue, and start list. So what are the things that you want to stop doing in 2024? What are the things that you want to continue doing? And what are the things that you want to start? So I feel for a lot of you, you are reconfiguring your belief system. And instead of adding tons of things to the mix, you're looking at your belief system and you're saying, okay, is this working for me? Should I continue to keep doing more of what's working? Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? Should I stop doing certain things? Should I stop people pleasing? Should I stop, letting people walk all over me or take advantage? Should I stop letting people push my boundaries? Should I start getting into relationships that are built on trust and love? How can I start growing my business based on more passion, more desire? So you're really looking at your belief system and your self-talk and anything that limits you. And I feel like that's what you may be putting an end to as well, because we definitely see a lot of transformations happening. We have the death card here as well. We have the coffin. We have the Five of Pentacles. But because it's in reverse, you've done a lot of the self-reflection work. And again, you're coming out of the cold, and now you're in that extreme manifesting mode. You are in the get things done as well. So be careful what you wish for, Gemini, because your prayers, your manifestations, and your beliefs are set in a place that I feel is heart-based, where some of you, maybe in the past, some of those beliefs were more fear-based, and that may have been because of loss. Maybe it was lessons that you've needed to learn. Maybe it was karmic cycles, whatever it may have been. You're shifting out of that and you're getting into the heart-based manifestation. And that's a beautiful place to be, because that's where we find, passion, desire, love, sustaining careers, relationships that are going to be built on, trust and reciprocity and respect and love. So you're definitely doing the right things. Whatever you're doing here, keep on doing it, because the law of attraction is working in your favor. You having this magnetic energy this month is really going to shift you into a lot of really beautiful, bright things in 2024. So I'm excited to do your yearly reading as well. Now, some of you could even be taking a class. I think that a lot of you are doing the internal work, but it wouldn't surprise me if you are setting new opportunities up for you to learn, to understand more about spirituality, mysticism, the occult, whatever this may be for you, whether it is tarot cards, oracle, crystals, meditating more. Maybe you're working with runes, or you're clearing with sage or Palo Santo. I do feel like you're grabbing the tools in your toolbox and you're using them to help you create a sacred space or a safe space to do your manifestation work. For a lot of you, this is your home. It's your office. Some of you may even have these tools sprinkled throughout your office and throughout your home, such as crystals, or maybe you have, sage that you're going through the entire house and clearing out the energy. Shed out the old, bring in the new is what I get here. So diving into the tarot, you have the Five of Pentacles followed by the Ace of Swords. A lot of you are getting honest with yourself. And this is really beautiful, because sometimes we stay in situations because we think that's what's best for someone else, right? Maybe we stay for kids, or maybe we hang on to attachments because maybe on a deep subconscious level, we don't feel worthy of, a new opportunity. Maybe we don't feel like we have what it takes to start over again. And so for a lot of you, you are shifting your belief system and you're saying, what was I even thinking? Of course I'm worthy of love. Of course I'm worthy of abundance. I have what it takes to build my spiritual practice or to call in my soulmate. I feel like a lot of you are getting honest again with who you are, where you want to be, and what you are doing this year to manifest and make this happen. And it's going to cause you to kind of come back in from the cold and maybe even ask for support to reconnect to your higher self, your intuition, your guides. With this Five of Pentacles as well, I do feel a lot of you have shifted on a money vibration, okay, on a health vibration, and you see that she's heading back to this castle. She realizes here that she's held that lantern. Even though the lantern is outside of herself, she realizes that she's had that light within her all along, and that she needed to do maybe some healing work. Maybe that's why she kind of took a little bit of a sabbatical here, or she felt like she was cast away, or she herself may have even kind of cast herself away to do some deep healing work, to really go in and reconnect and find herself here. So I feel like you are really getting honest. There's a lot of truth coming in. There's communication. Basically, there's a major breakthrough coming for you in the month of January. So Gemini, we have the Queen of Wands. It was a little shaky coming out. Okay, it was a little shaky where it did come out here a little bit sideways. But what I was getting is you're rebuilding your sense of confidence. You're rebuilding that part of yourself that, feels good about your decisions, your path, because you do have decisions coming in here with the Seven of Cups. I feel like you are going to realize that you actually are spoiled for options, spoiled for choice, that you're not limited or as limited as maybe you thought you were. I also sense that you're getting clear on what it is that you want. And maybe that was part of the issue in the past, was there was just so much going on, or because you had to go through an ending, you weren't clear on your next moves. And that's where the Seven of Cups comes in, saying, well, what are your wishes, Gemini? What are your fantasies? What are your dreams? Now, if you can narrow it down and focus, you have the confidence, or at least if it feels a little bit wavering, I feel like it's going to be unwavering by the end of January to fully say yes to something that fills your cup. And that's why you do have the heart's desire here, because that's connected to the cups. It's connected to your intuition and your emotions as well. What brings you happiness? What brings you love? And now that you found it within you, right? Now you can attract it into your world. So you've done the work here. Queen of Wands, it doesn't matter if you're female or male, but this is someone who oozes strength and confidence. But she hasn't always been strong. She hasn't always been confident. She's had to go through a lot of her own insecurities. She's had to go through some of her own egoic fears, egoic self, to get to the sense of confidence. And I feel like you are taking bold and wise, you're making bold and wise decisions, and you are actually inspiring others here. You're inspiring yourself first and foremost, but you're narrowing some options down. And we can clarify here and see what those are in a moment. But you had a bonus card come up, Gemini. You actually had the Seven of Swords. You have the 10 of Cups, followed by the final card here was the Death card. So I was like, whew, Gemini has gone through a major transformation. There could have been some family secrets. There could have been some betrayal. For some of you, maybe it was you not quite being honest about maybe some childhood wounding or some family dynamics that were deep-seated, deep-rooted in your belief system that may have been a block when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to emotional fulfillment, when it comes to opening yourself up to the type of love, the type of friendships, the type of family, even the type of career and health that you'll have as an adult. So for a lot of you, because there's been something that's ended, like I said, it shifted your belief system for you to get honest with yourself, or to get honest about why something continue to happen in your life, or why some endings had occurred the way that they did. But now you're taking knowledge with you and you're moving forward. Now, because there is a level of knowledge or acceptance or healing, whatever this may be, awareness for a lot of you, there is a level of awareness, which is kind of the cap for all of those things. It helps integrate some new things into your world here. And I feel for a lot of you, you may have at one point, and maybe you are building and working on your 10 of Cups, right? Happy family, unconditional love for yourself, good fortune, peace, and love, and worthiness. Because some of you went through a family dynamic where someone told you you weren't good enough. Maybe you had to keep something from your family growing up, right? Maybe you had to kind of hold back and not be your authentic self in fear of judgment. Maybe some of you had so many siblings that you couldn't completely shine because there was just too much to spread, and it felt like your parents maybe, tried to give as much love as they could, but there was just so many of you. Whatever it was for you growing up, some of you may have even been ostracized. You moved out before even, the legal age. I feel like you are really getting honest about who you are, where you came from, your belief system, and you're putting some beliefs to rest that have sabotaged or challenged you when it comes to maintaining and creating your 10 of Cups. So this is a big, big month for you. Wow, Gemini. Now, when it comes to career, finances, money, and wealth, you have the Coffin card followed by the Heart and the Gears. So if this is pertaining to career, some of you may have gone through some big challenges, maybe retirement, maybe a financial loss, maybe there was a job that's ended here, maybe you invested in a way that wasn't for your best interest, right? Maybe there was some money that was lent and you never got that back, or perhaps you did a job and you didn't receive the compensation you were told or you were supposed to. This is financial challenges and savings, but because we're ending on such a high note here, or because you have done some really powerful deep work within your belief system, I feel like you could be, for some of you, you could have cut your losses and moved forward here. For others of you, I feel like there could actually be something revitalized out of this, okay? Even though coffins typically, right? Typically you nail the coffin, you lay it down to rest, it doesn't come back up, but you learn after some sort of loss, okay? That's what I'm getting here. You learn the most after something has ended. And because now that you've done the work, look at that, you have the Heart card showing up twice. So for a lot of you, yeah, this is passion projects. It is feeling emotional finances or emotional compensation. There is a sense of emotional spending for some of you, but it is all about having a job that you love. And it says here, a love for what you do, having a job that you love. For some of you, this job is maybe helping others, inspire others, teaching others to love themselves. Maybe you're a coach, a mentor, a healer. You may have a spiritually based business. You may work with people and their belief systems. Some of you would make really good hypnotherapists, or you may start a channel where you meditate as well, or you help guide others into hypnosis or meditation. Please take that as it resonates. But it's also about chakra healing and mental health. So I am getting that strongly here for you. You're blending, you're integrating something to make it a career that you love. And I feel like you'll be highly successful, because this is also about, being supported. The universe supports you when it comes to your dreams, when it comes to your soul's purpose. I mean, after all, that's part of what you've come here to have the experience as whatever it is that you're doing to make a living, right? Your soul, it's almost like I feel some of you, and this is interesting because I think it was Taurus, it may have even been their title, Soul on Fire or Heart on Fire, and that's kind of what I get here for you as well. A lot of you, you are lit up from the inside out, and you're going to see that a lot of really beautiful heart-based opportunities come your way this year because you are opening up your chakra. You have the gears flowing, beautiful. Money is starting to flow back in after a time of, again, maybe some sort of cutoff, or it hasn't been as consistent as you would like to see. Money's flowing back in. I like this because you're putting your plans into motion. Hard work is paying off here for you. Some of you are builders. For others of you, this is about taking a little bit of time to reassess, to reprogram, to connect. And then you're going to start to see that these things flow to you. That's what's actually happening for a lot of you, is because once you start to really do that intention work, once you start to feel worthy and you believe, you see that you don't have to work so extremely hard here. You start to see that these things just show up for you. Not that you don't have to work and put some elbow grease in, but I feel like things are easier here for you. And you're seeing, because you are shifting your response, you're shifting the energetic frequency, you see that these things start to show up for you. So for a lot of you, there could be a new offer coming in here for you. That's part of narrowing down with this Seven of Cups and this Ace of Swords. There's a breakthrough coming in when it comes to finances. So if you are wanting a new job, a promotion, if you're wanting to retire, if for some of you, because I am getting, you've turned in some sort of receipt or a bill, you could actually be better off than you think. Okay, maybe it's for taxes. Someone could pay you back money, or they may say, oh, Gemini, I know I didn't pay you for this. Sorry, I was going through some of my own stuff, but here's the money I owe you. So I feel like you're going to have some sort of conversation or breakthrough, and it's going to work out in your favor. Now, you also have here resign or retire. Yeah, like I said, some of you in the recent past, you have decided to resign, retire, walk away from a job, end something here because it wasn't for you. There were red flags, or in this case, caution tape all over it here, and it may have stressed you out mentally. Some of you were forced due to health reasons to resign, retire, walk away, or let go. Mental health, physical health, emotional, whatever it may be. But I feel like it's opening you up to this whole new plethora of opportunities for this new life, right? For you to do what you love, heart's desire, and to take care of your health. Some of you who are looking for new job opportunities, there's definitely a background check. They're looking into what it is that you have to offer. They're looking at maybe your credentials or your what you have to offer. They're looking at your work. I feel like they're very impressed is the word that I'm getting here. You may not be quite sure how something went if you had an interview with this Queen of Wands coming out a little bit shaky, but I feel like she's going to land in a very favorable position. They're going to look at you and say, wow, they are very, confident of their work. They're very good. They have very good reviews or ratings, or people are talking really good about their work. So I feel like there's going to be an offer coming in. And look at that. You have payday. Beautiful. So again, it brings me back to if you're owed some sort of money, or maybe you have a little extra on your payday here. That's going to help you pay off some bills, okay? Maybe pay towards some loans. For some of you, you're getting financial advice, professional advice, because you see here that there's someone looking at receipts. And for a lot of you as well, this could be some sort of a rebate, or again, taxes, business. Maybe you are an accountant, or I feel like it's like I'm seeing someone turning in a receipt or turning in some sort of paperwork, and then it's followed up with an offer. It's followed up with some sort of, finances, or a counter offer even. So this could be real estate. It could be a job. It could be anything basically. But I feel like you're looking at your expenditures and you're saying, can I make this work? Or do I have enough? Or do I have all my hours down? And you're going to save money, because look at that. Your final card here is saving money. So you could be working with someone who's going to help you save a little more money than you typically do. Or this year, you're setting yourself up by your beliefs as well. Remember, that's a big piece of it. The way you feel about money, right? If you're feeling that you constantly don't have enough money, that money is a bad thing, or money is, coming in just as fast as it's going out, and every time you even think of the word money, you cringe because you're like, oh, I don't have enough, or it's just not here. I feel like you're reevaluating that, and you're saying, I have what I need. I not only have what I need to make sure my bills are paid on time, but I'm also attracting more of it. And it's not just money is what I'm sensing here for you, Gemini. It's abundance in all forms. I mean, all of these cups are available to you here. So in one of these cups, it could be money. In one of these cups, it could be time. In another cup, it could be support. In another cup, it could be, the motivation to build this business on the side, on top of a corporate job. Whatever it is here, I feel like the universe is saying, well, here's a few cups. You have the support. You have what it is that you want. Now, what are you going to do with it? All right. Now, when it comes to love, I certainly see that there could be, or there may have been, some religious or belief. I mean, you have the belief system. There could have been some factors that interfered with a relationship in your life. Whether this was a romantic relationship, whether it was with a family member. I mean, these are from the love angels, so we'll talk we'll talk a little bit about both here, but some of you had a completely different background, upbringing, or spiritual beliefs than someone that you may have been connected to on a heart level. It says your love life is influenced by your upbringing and spiritual path. So maybe the two of you just were not on the same page. Maybe you thought about, raising a family differently. Maybe someone was completely over here with it and you were over here with it. Maybe your beliefs just did not align. Maybe someone wanted to live on in the mountains. Someone wanted to live, at the ocean. Maybe someone did not want children. Someone did. Maybe someone was very, very 3D and maybe you were highly spiritual. So I feel like there's some sort of indifference happening here, but because someone, and I feel like this someone is you, because you've really been shifting here, you're realizing the truth of the matter here. Maybe the truth is that you are good together. Maybe it's the truth that you've parted ways and now you understand why. Because now you have, it is safe for you to love. Okay, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And that's why we have heart's desire here for you as well, Gemini, because it is safe for you to love. And for some of you, you may have shut yourself down, right? Maybe you are the one that nailed the coffin on your own heart chakra because of some sort of loss that you have endured when it comes to love. And now you're opening yourself up. You're reprogramming those beliefs and saying, well, wait a second here. Do I really want to be single forever? Or do I really want to live with this person or without this person? So you're examining, you're asking yourself big questions when it comes to love. And for some of you, not all of you, there could be a reconciliation. Maybe you want to reconcile with someone from the past and say, hey, I understand now what I didn't understand then. Thank you for playing this vital role. Basically, that's what it is a role here on your soul's path. And it doesn't mean that you're going to get back together with this person and live happily ever after, although for some of you, it could be there with the 10 of Cups. But for others of you, I feel like it's more of a growth understanding of awareness. And you may be reconciling, maybe even through dreams. It doesn't have to be in person. It could be energetically, because there could be, for some of you, I'm just going to say it, this can be a twin flame union, okay, where maybe you've separated or parted ways, but you can feel your twin. Maybe some of you, that's what you're aligning for. That's what you're calling in is, a reunion with your twin. All right, or a soulmate. All right, lastly here, we have unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow. Yeah, you have definitely ended some major, major patterns. And we'll clarify. I do feel, though, for some of you, it's family patterns, it's beliefs, it's ancestral. It may be about money as well, or feeling, again, ostracized, left out in the cold, maybe even alienated from family. You've broken or unbound yourself from a contract that was here to teach you a lot about yourself, here to teach you a lot about the world at large, and here to teach you about who you are, Gemini. So this is a really powerful energy when we unbound ourselves or untether. Some of you have even done some cord cutting rituals. You have tried to release yourself. I feel like there is this finalization, like you finally get the why. You finally get that there's acceptance. And we keep saying that word here because there is some sort of understanding or acceptance of the why you went through this, because you're finally coming out on the other side. You have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? For some of you, you had to face your shadows. You had to face some difficulties. And I feel like this has allowed you to get closer to your intuition, to get closer to your higher self. So when it comes to you trusting in this niggle, where maybe, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 2 decades ago, excuse me, maybe you weren't always trusting that niggle. Maybe there was a piece of you that was doubting or second guessing or just in some sort of a denial, period, because you still needed to learn because he's carrying all the books, right? There is still some sort of knowledge or a piece that your soul wanted to experience here on earth. But Spirit is saying that you can trust your intuition now. You can trust those niggles. And I feel like you're not turning your back on any intuitive hits or intuitive guidance that you are being called to do at this time. And lastly, you have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah, and because we have the death card, the coffin coming out of the cold here, we have heart's desire. I feel like you are a different person, Gemini, and there's something about you that is really shifting and altering within, and you're freeing yourself from that which holds you back. You are dancing a little bit more. You are tasting the foods a little bit more. You are connecting to people a little bit more. There is this passion, this desire, this zest for life that you haven't felt for quite some time, and it's like you're opening your eyes for the first time in a sense, and you're seeing things with color instead of black and white. And look at that. You know, this is kind of a black and white type of photo here where it says, what's the niggling trying to tell you? You are starting to see in more color, and you're seeing more opportunities, more choices, more blessings, more miracles. It's like you're starting to live as if everything is a miracle instead of feeling, again, like you are on the outside looking in. Someone may have brown eyes. I know those are pretty common, but I see brown eyes, and I'm also getting like a grayish blue possibly, or eyes that change depending on mood. They're actually showing me a mood ring. And I wear these moonstone rings, but you know those mood rings that you'd wear as a little kid, or maybe, you know, some adults even wear them, but they change depending on, you know, the energy, or that's what they say, but it's the frequencies that you're emanating. And I feel like you are shifting. You're going to see that your eyes are a little bit brighter. You're going to see that the colors are a little bit deeper. When you step outside, I feel like you're noticing things that you haven't noticed before. So this is a really powerful reading here for you. I just want to, before we wind down your reading, I just want to clarify with a different deck here, just a couple of these energies here for you, Gemini. I want to see what this breakthrough is all about with the Ace of Swords, some sort of communication coming in here, some sort of solution, truth. I feel like it has to do with that Seven of Swords. Look at this, Queen of Cups in the upright. Intuitive compassion, beautiful energy. This does align with your heart's desires. So you have some sort of intuitive passion for yourself, for your health, for another person, for an idea. Whatever it is here, you're on target. You are on point. Your heart is opening up. I feel also with this Queen of Cups, some of you are healers. A lot of you are healers that watch this channel. You're light workers. You may have your own business. You're empathic. You may be a tarot reader. You may be a nurse or in the caring profession. Okay, so Queen of Cups is about you trusting your intuitive guidance, and that's what we see here, and that's why you're having a breakthrough, because I do feel like there may have been, and look at that, at the bottom of the deck, there may have been some sort of obstacle or challenge that either you may have been the one that was kind of butting up against your own beliefs or your own worthiness or your own confidence, or it just felt like something was a constant battle, right? A constant friction, but you're resolving that conflict by keeping your heart open in some way, shape, or form. Look at this. You had justice underneath it. And so something that may have been imbalanced in the past, or something you weren't able to see because she has that blindfold, but justice sees all, hears all, right? There's nothing that can slip by Miss Justice here. And I feel like there could have even been a karmic cycle for some of you, because justice can be karma, but it's also the law of attraction in a way. Yeah, it's the law of karma, but it's what you put out there, you'll receive back. It is, you know, action, choices that we make, we put action behind it, and there's some sort of consequence behind it. And you're realizing how this works on a deeper spiritual level. And I feel like a lot of you already have. Now, I just want to take a look at the Seven of Swords. Let's take a look at the seven. What I feel like the Seven of Swords is because you're getting honest with yourself. There's truth coming in here. Look at that. You're reassessing your priorities with the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, you're definitely reassessing some sort of an ending. Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That may have been quite painful for you, but you're learning from it. And a lot of you, you're never going to have to go back to that old, on the outside looking in or feel left out because your beliefs have shifted here. I mean, yes, we can shift our beliefs back, but why would you when you already know what it's like to be in that specific belief? And most of the time, we're not going to shift back, especially when this is such a big belief that you have been in for quite some time. When you break free from it, there's no going back. You're thinking, wow, this is a burden that I've been carrying forever, and I'm finally setting the groundwork here for a much healthier, much better life than anything that's come before. Now, last but not least, let's take a look at this Ten of Cups. What's this Ten of Cups here? Some of you could be getting married, getting engaged. There could be, it may be a little bit of time though, right? You have the Temperance because right now you are focusing on new opportunities for yourself. But I feel like you're, again, and it talks about arrogant wastefulness and regret. And I feel like for some of you, you're letting that go. That's what you are shutting the door on. Any regret because you're living for today. And when we're constantly going in the past and saying, well, I regret how I acted. I regret that I did this a certain way, or I regret I didn't do that. Remember in the beginning of the reading, we said, what are you going to stop doing? We're going to stop comparing. We're going to stop regretting. We're going to stop living in the past. What are you going to continue doing that maybe it's been taking a little bit of time with the Temperance? And what are we going to start? And I feel like a lot of you, you're really going to embrace this Ten of Cups in whatever that may look like for you. Maybe it's family vacations, calling in a soulmate. Perhaps it's feeling unconditional love with your friends and the people that do surround you. Okay, because you've had to be patient here, Gemini, and I feel like you are letting go of a lot of heaviness, and it's leading you straight towards keeping that heart chakra open and manifesting the type of love that you've always wanted. Okay, and that's why you have the Ten of Cups in your energy field. That is what I have for you, Gemini. I hope it resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway, all you need to do this time around is I want you to take a look at these cards, your key themes: belief system, heart's desire, spiritual toolbox, and law of attraction, and let me know which one your soul really tugs at this time. Let me know which one aligns with your energy more, and which one maybe you want to invite more into your world. All you need to do is pick one, drop it in the comment section below. I will enter you personally into that free reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the 1st of the month and post right back here on the channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. I will be posting the yearly readings next week for you as well. Again, please like, share, continue supporting the channel in the ways that you do. I am so very appreciative for each and every one of you. Thank you so very much, Gemini, for tuning in today. Lots of love.